Us crazy chicken people.
If he dies,
You do this?
just put the others probably back here.
Will you spend hours watching YouTube? Hey, let's build a chicken brooder. Hey, let's build a chicken coop. What's it like getting chickens in the mail?
Came back just
What's it like rescuing a chicken?
This chick it's dead.
It's an obsession.
Maybe it could be revived by heat.
It's hard to beat. But today, we're gonna build a chicken brooder. Stay tuned.
Poor guy.
What are you gonna need first before you start out? Wood. Lots of wood. Look at all that wood. That's not even some of my wood. That's just a drop in the bucket. I like wood. I've always got a lot of wood. It's not my fault that I'm a woodworker. I always got a lot of wood. But look. So when you start, do a brooder. These are 2x4s. You don't need something this long, of course, unless you're doing a lot of chickens or a lot of ducks. But you see these? That's a 2x4. So what we're gonna do, look at that. What is that? What we're gonna do is we're gonna rip these in half so we have 2x2s. That way our brooder is not super heavy and we can't move it. So that'll halfen the weight. Another one of my made up words. Watch my videos, you'll see them all. Halfen is a word. Alright, so let's bring some of these inside and we'll slice them right in half. Who's ready? Alright, so we brought our big piece of wood in here. Look at that thing. You don't need pieces this big, like I said. Look at that thing. I just buy them really long like that, so if I'm doing like a coop or something outside, you know, it's easier to cut it than to make it longer. I never bought a board stretcher. So we're gonna cut these at 6 feet. Notice my little laser line is off because it's a Ryobi saw. Don't buy one of those. You know why you don't buy one of those? Look at this. What's missing here? The safety guard. You know why that's missing? Not once, but twice. It blew right off of there. Just junk. I bought this so I could save like $250, $300 off buying the rigid one that I used to have, right? And I built probably 400 tables with, and it worked great until the motor went. And then I bought this one trying to save some money, but what am I gonna do? Probably lose my fingers on it. Don't buy that. Okay, let's get back to this. So 6 feet, whoop. And then we're gonna rip them in half because it's easier to rip a 6 foot board than it is, oh, there's another one of my made up words, reaped. It's supposed to say ripped. Ripped boards than it is to rip a 14 foot board. So here we go. Let's go. Ever put your finger right there, you will be sorry. Watch this. You have one of these? Fun part. Come on, stick, baby. Come on. Sometimes I like to guess how many times it'll take. Oh, I did it! I did it. What was that, 4? Who was counting? Not me. Alright. Let's plug this thing in. Ugh. Is it me or does the ground get farther away as you get older? Hold on one second. I gotta plug this in and not get electrocuted. Alright, there we go. Look at that. State of the art. State of the art! Alright, who's ready to watch me rip those? Let's throw this handy dandy ripper machine. Let's put that at 2 inches. See? 2 inches. Bring. Don't put your finger there either. A lot of places not to put your finger down here. Alright. What happened? This right here. This right here happened. Look at that. Look at that. Huh? Little fuse built in. Alright, great. Love safety. Love safety. Obviously, you saw my saw. So, I forgot. If I plug this in to my handy dandy ripper, it blows it. So it blew the fuse twice. So what do I have to do? Now I have to find an extension cord. My construction grade extension cord. Oh, man, I can't speak. My construction extension cord is outside hooked to the pool. And then I have my other one out in the barn. And then I have my other one over there. Anybody else have that problem? You can never have too many extension cords. So what I did find is this wiry mess in the storage closet. So what do I gotta do? Look, don't try this at home. Darn it. Now I gotta make sure I use, so then I cut this one. Look, I cut this one. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. What gauge is that? What gauge is that? Huh? What gauge is that? Get rid of that. There we go. That's way better. That's off my old sander. I kill sanders too. It's a living. So, all right, let's get this wired up so we can get back to the saw, get back to the brooder. All right, got my power cord all set up. Where's the end? Things tingle themselves, don't they? Here we go. Who's ready to rip some boards? Ugh. Like I said, the ground gets farther away. Let's see if I can do this holding on to you. All right. Where's the other end? Make sure I plug in the right one. Ducks, turkeys, chickens, you know, everything. Let's see if this works. Dun, da, da, da. All right. Get ready for a time lapse. Here we go. Oh, hey guys. Didn't realize you were back. Sitting here thinking about how I'm gonna build this brooder. I was just thinking, how tall is a chicken? I don't know. I could go over there and measure one of our chickens, but that might be hard. Hey Siri, what's the average height of a chicken?
One moment. Okay, I found this on the web. What's the average height of a chicken? Check it out.
All right, so we got 11 to 12 inches. Perfect. Now that we know that, not that we're gonna keep our chickens in here until they're full grown, but who knows? You might have a sick chicken or something might get wounded by a raccoon. So you might want to put them in there, you know, when there's no other chicks in there, you're in the dead of winter or summer, you put them in there, it could be like a little rescue home for them. So take that into consideration so you don't have to mock up or build something else for them. So we'll say 12 inches is the average height of a chicken. I got these boards I cut, these are 2 feet wide. I'm gonna make mine 2 feet wide. These are 6 feet long, so I'm gonna be 6 feet long. And then these are gonna be my legs. I got 4 of these. I did these the full 2x4 because, you know, legs can get beat on, so I'll make those nice. And then I was thinking about putting some wheels on the bottom of this. All right, here we go. So what I'm gonna do is pre-drill this. Simple, and just spin it. It's great to work on a surface like this that's flat. If you have to work outside on the ground, I feel your pain. I did that for years. Now, make sure you pre-drill these because they're only 2 inches thick. You throw a screw through there, it's definitely gonna break the board. You're gonna end up with a flimsy thing. You're gonna wake up in the morning and chicks are gonna be running all over the place. And I'm not talking about chicks from the club, I'm talking about... Alright. From all my time building things, I found that it's easiest to put on the 2 sides first, right? Like this. Then you can stand it this way and put the top on. And then you just repeat for this side. So here we go. Now we gotta drill sideways. Now, if you notice, I'm putting 2 screws in there, and I'm putting them at a diagonal. That helps it from, if I just put 1 in there, this board could twist around. It's kind of weak. You could glue this if you wanted to. It's a little excessive, but 2 screws will do. All right, so there we go. That's our floor. Bada boom, bada binga. So now we just gotta do that again. One more time. I'm not gonna bore you with it. What I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna do it, and then we'll come right back. The magic of photography technology. All right, I'll see you in a few. All right, how you doing? I say all right every time we start again, don't I? I gotta knock that off, because it annoys me. It's gotta be annoying to you. Anyways, here we go. I built the other side. I got both of them built. So what I did, why I had the camera off, is I went from the top to right here, and I marked a line, 27 inches, because we measured a chicken 12 inches. So that's about half of this height once the floor is in. So that'd give me enough height if I put an adult chicken in here that got wounded, or maybe a duck. You know, a duck's probably a little taller than a chicken, depending on what breed you got. So they can go in here, maybe put a little roost bar in here, let them get better. But mainly this is for our baby chicks. And I did mine 6 by 2 feet. You don't have to do one that big, but you know, it just depends on what you're doing. I don't feel like rebuilding one, so I'm doing one big, and then I got the room for it. So what we're gonna do is we'll square everything up. We'll go to our little cheater line that I marked. Makes it a lot easier. So, you know, it's important to make sure you're square. Once you start putting the floor in and everything, it'd be a pain in the butt if you ain't. If you ain't. Is ain't a word? I don't know. I need a dictionary. Clearly. See what it says? It says, I'm a brooder! I was trying to think of a funny joke for standing this up, like, I'm gonna stand up the brooder. I don't know. Whatever. Can't always be a joke, right, Michael? I mean Clyde. I mean Papa. I mean Daddy. A lot of nicknames. Some of them I can't say on camera. One of the nicknames I'm gonna call that when I get the wife to watch this video when I'm editing it, and she sees that I'm down here in my PJs. I'm gonna get one of those nicknames called on me. All right, so here we go. Let's double check this one over here. Make sure we're cooking with fire. Down a little, of course. A horse is a horse. It's Mr. Ed. Who remembers that show? Mr. Ed. Wow, I'm going way back. Remember when cartoons used to be only on Saturdays? Kids nowadays are like, I'm gonna watch YouTube. I'm gonna watch everything. I can watch it whenever I want, on demand. They get mad when a commercial comes on. All right, here we are. Let me pick you up, I'll bring you around. So, there's the frame to the brooder. It's good size, right? Not too small. You don't want too small. If it's too small, you gotta build another one, or you gotta limit the amount of chicks you do. If you build it too big, they just huddle up in a corner, you put your light over there, they'll be fine. Can't be too big, unless your space is small. But there we go, it's looking good. Let's go on to the next step here. Oh yeah. Chicken wire. Poultry wire. Whoa, can't have too much of that. I suggest if you buy this, buy it in the biggest roll you can afford. Maybe buy 2. You can never have too much of this if you're gonna have chickens. Never. You always decide you're gonna have something else. Nobody has just chickens either. You get chickens, if that's all you have right now, you're gonna eventually have more. Believe me. So what we're gonna do is put chicken wire all over this, all the way around. They can't get out. Keep them in there. All right, here we go. All right, here's what we got so far. Say all right again. We got so far. Got the chicken wire on there, looking good. Chicken wire on the back. I'll show you what I'm doing on the side here. All right, there will be a roof on here eventually, but here's the side. I'm gonna put hinges right here and have this open up because the floor is gonna be right there. I'll have it open up on the other side too. So then you open this up, hold it up, open up the other side, then when you have no babies or anything in there, you can just shovel out the floor. Anybody that's had a brooder, he knows, you know, it's a pain in the butt to clean it, and if we had to go in through the top, that'd be a super pain. So right now what I'm gonna do is put the floor in. It's 6 feet long, so I'll cut that, put it in, and then I'll start the doors. All right, who's ready for some fast forward? Would you look at that? There she is. I got everything done on it. I didn't put a roof on because we're getting day-old chicks in the mail, 2-day-old chicks in the mail. So they're definitely not gonna fly or anything, so we don't have to worry about that. But you can put a roof on it if you want, super simple. But as you can see, I got the water hanging. The key to water and chicks is to have it hanging. Do not put it down in the hay. They will just get that hay all drenched, especially ducks. I got my heat lamps hanging, and they're on these bars, so you can do it straight down or you can do it sideways depending on how much heat you want. Huge recommendation right here. Look at this. See how there's a screw right here and a screw right here? See, this lamp can never fall down into the hay and start a fire in your house or kill chicks. So definitely take the time, put those 2 screws there, 2 screws there. I like to hang my water with wire because rope or string gets stretchy in time or rots if it's outside. And plus this, as the chicks get bigger, you can raise it up just a little bit more so they can't kick in the all the dust and everything. So here it is. We're ready for our new chicks. And as I was telling you I was gonna do here, I gotta get a latch for it, but look at that. See, the side opens up. Easy access to go in there if you gotta put food in there, clean out the bottom. The other side opens up just the same, so you can shovel it out one side. I'm gonna put wheels on this so I can wheel it right out into my garage and outside. So in the summer, if I have chicks, I can put them out there during the day and let them get some fresh air and bring them out and have the kids play with them. So here it is. Definitely like and subscribe to our page. Make sure you come back in a day or two and check out our video on our new chicks coming in. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you taking the time.